The Creation of All, Chapter 13. We've been on the road for a day and a half, and now we're taking a break at one of those big fancy rest stops. Archie has been slowly becoming more cooperative, but at the same time I know he'll be too worried about me getting in trouble with the law to let this go on. I know everything about him, so I'm sure he's been lowering my guard to give him a chance to call the police. He's been taking too long in the bathroom. I really don't want to do this, but I can't risk Archie calling the cops. I walk casually into the men's room, acting like I'm supposed to be there, but I'm really embarrassed. I can hear him talking from one of the stalls. "Archie, are you on the phone?" I shout, and I can hear some of the other men in here saying things, but I ignore them. Archie isn't responding to me. He's still talking to someone. I bang on the stall door to no effect. I jump up, grabbing the edge with my left hand while keeping my right hand in the pocket of my hoodie. I pull my head over the edge and I can see him on the phone. "Get out now!" I say to him, sounding stern as if our roles have reversed. Archie comes out and I snatch the phone from him. He called the police. "I'm not surprised. I was expecting you to do that."
"Gina, we've been driven through 2 states. This has gone on too long. We need to get back."
He's so distraught. "Archie, there is no going back. I doubt you'll be going back."
What does that mean?"
Great. I can tell from his voice that I've scared him. He probably thinks I intend to kill him. "Give me the keys." He hands them to me slowly. "We need to get out of here and hide somewhere for a while. On this stretch of highway, on this day, and this time, Officer Cramden will be the one to respond. We can hide in Hibber's garage. His place is close. The door's broken and it doesn't close. The old guy won't notice us in his garage for hours. By then, Cramden will have given up."
"How can you be so sure about all that?"
I'm not. I know it. I already told you that. We get in the car and I drive to Hibber's place. You still don't seem to understand the situation. Let me tell you about what happens to Udo and Iou on their travels. Around the same time Udo was excavating the Durgard nest looking for Vane, he received a message that Udo has left.
"I still don't understand these messages. It's as if the world itself is talking to him,"
Archie says, showing interest, which I appreciate. I just smile as he says that. Udoma explains it soon enough. For now, a critical moment happens on Kobodo's airship, a horrifying one. Udo and Iou have been hiding in Kobodo's room the whole time, but soon notice something isn't right.
"It's been 2.5 days hiding from the crew and security detail, Kobodo bringing us food, and Iou has been moaning and groaning on and off for the last 31 hours. I've endured it for as long as I can. I'm about ready to kill her. I need to do so quietly, though I'm not sure how. Wait, that's not what I should be thinking about. Ugh, now I'm starting to lose my mind. We need to reach our destination soon. Being restricted to this room along with the threat of getting caught at any moment is getting to both of us."
"Hey, Udo."
She stops moaning finally. She's been too upset to say anything to me this whole time, and now she speaks up.
"Since I'm helping you fix your mistake, are you going to help me find someplace new to live? It has to be someplace that meets my standards."
"No, you can do that yourself," I reply, but she ignores me and keeps talking.
"It needs to be safe, with lots of trees and flowers around it. I don't want to live on the first floor. I want to be close to somewhere I can swim. I like getting Hugmas at least once a week, so it needs to be close to a place that sells it. But I hate the smell of Wagdits, so it shouldn't be near a place that sells those. Hey, are you listening? I've been thinking that you can't just end my life, use me, and then send me on my way with nothing to show for my troubles."
"Thinking now, are we?"
"Don't go belittling me."
Iou snips back at me, and I don't appreciate her tone. "Keep it down," I respond, dismissing her concerns. "I'll belittle you all I want. You are an inferior, with a birthright that barely qualifies you to be a measly assistant."
"How could you say that after all I've done for you?"
"You did it because it was your job. I could have gotten any other half-brain-filled dolt to do it. Assistants are just as disposable as any other piece of lab equipment. Right, Kobodo?" I ask him, but there's no answer. We both turn our heads to the door to see no one there. Strange. Kobodo usually brings us lunch at this time. I thought he would be walking in right now. Where is he? I ask, as this seems quite out of the ordinary.
You know, I've been eavesdropping on people that I could hear through the walls and this floor, but I haven't heard anyone for a while now.
Iou says while pressing her ear up against the floor where she's been laying down. Something feels off. Iou, take a quick look out the door. and see if there are any signs of something wrong. Iou slowly and nervously opens the door, hoping not to be seen by anyone who could be in the hall. She opens the door a crack and peeks out, before swinging the door wide open. "What happened?" she shrieks at the top of her lungs, sounding terrified. I jump off the couch and race to the doorway, sticking my head out into the hall. I see the walls coated in blood. We can see a body lying on the floor at the end of the hall, about 12 feet away. "Hello?" I say quietly and nervously, not sure if I should say anything. I hope to attract some help, but I could attract the killer. There is no response, just silence. "We'll have to search the ship," I say to Iou. "Let me know how that goes. I'll be under the bed," she says, trying to walk away, but I put a foot on the tip of her tail, pinning it against the floor. "I'm going to need you to watch my back," I say to her, and she whines and tries to resist, but I'm able to shove her out the door. "See anything?" I ask her. "Not your back. You need to get out here too." Since Iou hasn't been murdered yet, I might as well join her in the hall. "Now what?" "The killer or killers are most likely still on the ship, so we should go check the control room first. For all we know, some maniac is flying us into a city or something." Iou lets out one of her cute, timid squeaks, and we cautiously make our way. We move slowly, carefully, and silently, except for the nervous moaning sound Iou won't stop making. Every surface we see as we move is covered in more blood than the last, and we come across even more bodies. Each body has been torn open on the torso, nearly ripped in half. Both of us do our best to avert our eyes from the gruesome sights. Neither of us has much of a stomach for this sort of thing. We dare not open any other doors lest the threat is behind one, and we give ourselves away to them. We just need to find out who has control of the ship. We pass the glass door that leads to the open deck, and we see streaks of blood out there, suggesting bodies slid across the surface and the wind took them off the ship. "Udo, I just wanted to stay in the capital city. I didn't want to be dragged into this," Iou says with tears running down her face. I must agree, I never thought this would happen. I can't stop my knees from shaking. We arrive outside the control room to find the automatic sliding door hasn't been fully closed, as it seems a bit damaged. I peer through the thin gap and see more blood and bodies in the room, but behind the steering controls is someone standing, and I can't believe who it is. I force the door open and step into the room. "Kobudo, what have you done?" I shout, unable to understand what's happened here. That is until Kobudo turns and I feel my blood go cold. "Udo, I didn't expect to meet you here. Small world, huh?" "Just kidding. I was looking for you. I was going to track you down at some time." I can't believe it. The monster that has killed countless and burned several worlds is now standing in front of me, possessing Kobudo's body. I can tell from the black in his eyes and the purple glow coming off them. The beast then smiles at me with a sinister smile. "So, whatever happened to that Project Quells Nidon, Haderon, and those other guys started? You're Haderon's descendant. You finished it, didn't you? They made it to fix all that damage, didn't they?" It asks, but I have no intention of answering that question. "Kobudo, everyone's dead. Your hands. There's blood all over them. Did you kill everyone? Are you mad?" Iou shouts as she approaches him. "No!" I shout, reaching forward, grabbing her arm, and violently pulling her away. "Don't get any closer!" I yell, feeling more terrified than I ever have. "Oh, she's a cute one. I love ripping off cute faces and then tearing them to pieces. There were only 2 cute people on this ship, so disappointing." "What is he talking about?" Iou asks, now getting as scared as I am. That's not a he, it's Speck. "How are you alive?" I was almost too scared to ask, but I swore I destroyed this thing with the machine Quells and my ancestor Haderon created. "Alive?" it asks, pretending like it has no idea what I'm talking about. "Oh, right. I remember that trap you lured me into. It sure did hurt. Weakened me. Tore me to pieces. After the unpleasantness of it all was over, my body kept separating into smaller pieces. So you think I would have faded away, and you were the big hero. It's taken me a few decades. Hey, it's almost been 100 years. I'm sure you can imagine how enraging it was, having been sealed by the Wanderers for all that time, only to be rendered to pieces by you. But one of those bits survived, and I've finally grown back.
Well, what's going on?
Has he not told you all about me, sweetie? Iou doesn't respond. She just shivers. I'm sure this must be confusing for you. Well, since he didn't tell you, I'll introduce myself. My name is Speck. I'm a simple being who lives to destroy. Certain people tried to stop me. They're all gone now. Except for one. Speck then points at me.
Kill him with the poison bracelet!
Iou yells, and I wish I could. It's fake, you dummy! I shout back at her. I could never kill one of my peers. Speck notices the bracelet under Kobudo's sleeve and pulls it off, tossing it away. Udo, the Wanderers are all dead, and you're the last person on the planet who knows they ever existed. I will hurt you. I will hurt you a lot. I will hurt every part of your body and life, and then I will kill you. Knowing what this monster is capable of, and after hearing that, I turn in fright and run. When I turned, I noticed next to the door was Drogodo's body. Getting killed by the one you lived to serve must have been the worst death for someone who treasured their job as much as him. Iou followed behind me. Go ahead, Udo. Run! Make the chase fun for me. I'll catch up to you. Eventually. I hear it shout, and I can feel my body going cold and numb. For a moment, I couldn't feel anything as I run down the hall.
What are we doing?
Iou yells while following me. Run! Just run now! We have to get off this ship immediately, even if we have to jump off it. We need to get away from here. I know Kobudo's compact craft is kept in the storage room. All of us who have private airships keep one in there. We make it to the storage room and I find the craft. I open the cargo doors in the back of the room. I grab the driver for Kobudo's craft off the wall. Get in! I shout to Iou as I open the door to the craft.
Udo, you know this isn't a flying craft, right?
Without waiting another second, I turn the engine on and drive the craft backwards and out the cargo doors. We fall several hundreds of feet before hitting the ground. The hover function of the craft absorbed most of the impact, but it did leave a lot of damage on the body. Iou and I are left with some pain, but nothing serious.
Ow, that hurt. And everyone on the ship just died. What are we going to do now?
The obnoxious line of whining spills from Iou's mouth, and I just ignore her as I try to calm myself down. Glance up to watch the airship as it moves on, getting smaller and smaller until the inevitable happens, and it explodes.
Ah! What was that?
She continues to shout. It's what Speck does. It needs to kill and destroy to survive. It's a horrible abomination that shouldn't exist.
What was it doing on that ship? Kobudo and everyone there is dead.
Speck was following me because of our past, and then followed me onto the ship. It wants to finish the job it started long ago. Thinking about it, if I hadn't left the origin tower when I did, Speck would have attacked me there, and destroyed the tower, killed everyone inside.
What makes it go away?
I thought I killed it years ago. That machine tore its body apart endlessly, but somehow one part of it survived and grew back. It faked its death. It tricked me. Now it's recovered its strength and is picking up where it left off. To have it still alive just made a horrible situation worse. I never expected to see it again. This makes things much more complicated. I put my head down on the craft's controls as I can't stop myself from crying. Iou. Over 100 years ago, Speck killed my parents and over half my generation. I swore I would kill it. Seeing it again, I can't get the words out. My hands won't stop shaking. It's okay, Udo. It's okay. Iou says, placing her hand on my back. I wish I could take all the time in the world to calm down, but I can't, since Speck is possessing Kobudo. His body is extremely strong and powerful. His body will survive the explosion and the fall, and he'll start hunting me again. We haven't a moment to waste. We need to get Kobudo's weapon. It may not be able to protect us from Spec, but when the time comes, it should hold it off long enough for us to get away. I turned this now rickety craft around to hurry to get to the facility where the weapon is. We'll still need it to protect us from everything else.
So, can you stop Spec again? But better?
It's an unnatural, phantasmal, malevolent being that thrives on the suffering and death of others. I don't even know if it's possible anymore. What I know is that it's passed from one dimension to another, destroying as many worlds as possible, until the Wanderers trapped it in ours. They worked so hard to create that device to kill it. Now it's just another apocalyptic problem to add to the list. I'll have to find a whole new way to destroy it before it kills me. I start driving away as quickly as I can.
And it just wants to destroy everything and kill everyone?
Iou asks as we drive away. I believe it wants to destroy all of existence.
Wouldn't that kill itself?
It believes that if it does that, it can replace the reality of this dimension with itself, and create new worlds within it. Worlds where the inhabitants know only suffering.
Wouldn't that be a pointless existence?
That's what it likes, an eternity of amusement. Now if I don't stop them from invading Earth, Spec may escape to that world. I accidentally let that part slip.
Wait, someone wants to invade Earth? You didn't tell me that. It has to be Udama, right? But why?
Now that we're out in the open, we need to get Kobudo's weapon, I say, avoiding her question and getting back on track.
Fine, tell me later. I still have the forms in here that Kobudo signed earlier,
Iou says, taking them out of her satchel, that she's thankfully kept over her shoulder the whole time. We keep driving as fast as this craft can. I don't think this creeping feeling in my spines will ever go away with Spec out there coming for me.
Chapter End.